Welcome to Bowling Green, Kentucky, home to the Hilltoppers of Western Kentucky. Big Red is here ready to lead these fans to victory. They're eager to get this clash underway. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Liberty Flames, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Hilltoppers will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Randolph. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll move the tight end. He leaves it with his back. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, do you love hearing the crowd, but more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at him and gashing him.
There he goes! A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
Well, this offense watched their opponents struggle in their last game. They knew that there were some places they could try to attack, especially running the football, and they wasted no time. Opening drive, and they generate an explosive play.
The Flames come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the strong run on second down, third down coming. Do they do it again? Grabbed behind the line. It's Coleman. Touchdown, Liberty! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And how about the OC slipping in the screen pass? Try to mix it up, slow down that pass rush, let it come up the field a little bit, get it to your running back, let him do the rest. Nice blocking, nice play call to throw in the screen to change it up a little bit and get the big touchdown.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Bunch formation for these receivers. Back to throw, it's Parks. Grabbed over the middle, it's Meyer. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
The run from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He wants to change this route.
Just take it to him.
Now the play fake. With the catch, it's fine. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. You can grab, but you can't hold on. The defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on first down. It's on target and complete. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the air. It's Parks. It's complete to the left. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Offense in a bunch formation. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Smith. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. Off play action. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
They'll throw it from the red zone. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, WKU!
Quarterback's ability to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. It's Randolph. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. On the option. He'll pitch it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. Second and 7.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting down the road.
Fourth down. Brown will throw it. Thanks for grab. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Flames will come to the line to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The Flames look to keep this drive humming. They'll give it to the back. We'll give them a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Finds his big tight end. At the 20, he's got space. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Leaves it with the running back. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
And the Flames trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. He'll pull it on the read, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch.
The sneak scores it.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down.
And your Western Kentucky Hilltoppers will take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Sets up the screen. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Caught over the middle. It's fouled. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end of this defense moving forward.
Now, what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together, man. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
They'll try to run for it. Breaks into the open. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red, inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
Give him 6. Touchdown, Western Kentucky.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they force the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Coming out with it, it's Randolph. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Running back searching for a hole. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Flames will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll field it close to the 50. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Working that left side now. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The offense down to the 25 now, 1st and 10. Power football with the run. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? So 1st down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on 2nd down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him. Okay, I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitching.
Intercepted deep in his own end. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Flames with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Brown wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Line getting set on 2nd down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Got the first down and more. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
The Flames will snap it on 1st and 10. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Steps away. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
Brown will throw it. Setting up the screen. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang from the buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball at the right time.
I'll tell you, you've been running it so well. You didn't get it there throwing on 3rd and short. I might just go for it here on 4th and trust one of my running backs to get this thing done.
Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
The offense will quickly use a timeout.
A really nice job by the quarterback putting some extra heat on that throw. As a defensive back, I'm going to drive to that curl, try to get there really quick to try to break up the pass, but when the QB puts it that hard on the money with that much accuracy, really hard route to defend.
Makes the grab. It's Meyer. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now the throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Touchdown, Tupper! Made the grab and then get the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
14.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Randolph. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short.
First and 10.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Motion from the back. Oh, he's looking to throw. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking for a man, it's Parks. Fires in the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Quarterback making checks. Looking for the touchdown on third and goal. Into the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half starting. He'll bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback.
Will take over. First and 10.
Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know your answers.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. The Hilltoppers will call on their punt team. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped.
The offense will take over. First and 10.
Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Brown wants to pass. Oh, kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Now on first down from the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. Bring it on! Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
They're in the red zone. First and 10 from the 20. Now from inside the red zone. Gets it to him on the screen. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
With the run on first and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Flames.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd.
21.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Kentucky Hilltoppers will take over.
The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
This time on target. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Dropping back, it's Parks. Pressure coming. Got it in the middle, it's Meyer. There's plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on third down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a third down like that, that is just a gut punch.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
To the air on second down. The short hands, it's Flowers. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
Handoff from the gun. Look out, he's got room.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Gonna sling it on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Coleman. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on third and long. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And it's a deadlock here in the third quarter after the field goal. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
They'll run the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
To throw, it's Sparks. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Now this offense facing a third and long from their own 30. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Grabbed in the middle, it's Meyer. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
And the Hilltoppers getting set on 1st and 10. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
The Hilltoppers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. Can't wait to see how this 4th quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Back to throw, it's Parks. Oh, they're after him! And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
You've heard us talk about it a million times. Find the tight end in the red zone. Use the big bodies, right? Well, they do. And he drops it. God, that is not normal for the tight end position. These are the guys you depend on down here in this area.
They just keep firing. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Hilltopper. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address and do something different.
He'll bring it out. It's Randolph. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Looking downfield on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Hard running there. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. And the Flames want to move quickly.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to force that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
There he goes. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Liberty!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Ball State is currently ahead in this one, but let's remember, this program has just 1 bowl win all time, so nothing is a given in Muncie. They're up by a field goal over Buffalo. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Trying to set up the screen. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the air, it's Parks. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Hey, man, I love guys with situational awareness in football. It's 3rd and long. You know it. He's sitting right near the sticks, ready to break on the football, ready for the quarterback to throw. He does, forces the INT. Nice heads-up, smart play by that young man.
So you get stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now on this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Throws to the back. That's caught. It's Williams. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming.
Well, this offense is given a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity because first and second down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable fourth down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
Going for it on fourth down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down.
That's a tough place to be if you're the quarterback, too. On fourth down, the defense dials up the blitz, and you just feel the pocket constricting around you. It's like a black hole. There's just nothing you can do. It's hard to see receivers downfield. It's hard to step up, and on that play, you're helpless, and you know that you're losing possession and you're coming off the field.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Parks. Makes the catch, it's Smith. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to fire. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
This game right now is hanging in the balance. It's tight. It's close, tied here in the fourth quarter. One play can change everything, and that was a throw that the quarterback wishes he could have.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, that's one that good coverage.
Brown will throw it. The short hand, it's Coleman.
I know that was 3rd down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up 4th down.
They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. Sends it back in motion. Snap to the back. Here's the pressure. Takes Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wants to fire on second down. And this will be picked off, a costly turnover in a tie game. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. We've got a tie game, and this defense will try to keep it that way with just a few minutes left. Motion from the wideout. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
To the ground with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that.
They'll try to pick up a few here on third down, but from here, it would be a 60-yard attempt. Brown wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Snagged in the middle. It's Person. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. The Flames will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. From the gun, the running back has it. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And these are the big decisions you have to make in a football game. How confident are you in your defense? That's all this decision comes down to. If I kick a field goal and I trust my defense, that's how this game could end. Or do I want to roll the dice because I don't believe in my defense?
He'll sneak it.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in Red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. And the Flames kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. From the gun to give, looking for room. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
You know, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, getting the tackle for loss.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And the defense drags him down. They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. From the center of the field, straight on to win the game. That is no good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game.
And that one stings, man. Fourth quarter tie football game. You trusted your kicker to come through, and he gives you the dreaded doink. And that means you know it was so close to being in, that one might come back to bite him.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Looking to throw its parts. He has this, it's ball game. And that will put a stamp on it. A game-deciding play as they seal it with a pick. First down, and this defense is desperate. Any kind of score, and it's over. Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. Once he got going, you can tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides on the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Number 10 on the field goal.
Right down the middle. The kick is good. A game winner in overtime.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.